Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be telling you about a story that happened not this weekend but the last weekend, and I was actually going to vlog this time that I went because I wanted to put a video up, and I really wish I had vlogged it because actually I didn't vlog that trip because I felt too awkward vlogging in public, especially in Walmart, and I just chickened out from doing it, so I didn't. And then it's just too awkward to do it. Onto the story. So anyways, the story is that my brother and I went to Walmart because he needed to get groceries for his apartment, and so I went with him because I love getting out of the house all the time. And so I went, and anyways, we had picked up some groceries and we were on one of our last items, which was, well, our few items, which was getting some meat and cheese. So some sandwich meat to put on sandwiches, because that's not self-explanatory from the name. So we were picking them up and it was super crowded, so I pulled off to the side while he could look for what he needed because there was a swarm of people surrounding everything and I didn't want to be in that mess, especially with the cart. So I backed off, and then I noticed a guy. He walked up and he had this weird device that I can only describe as like a lighter. One of the ones that you would light not a stove, but a grill with or something like that. And it wasn't exactly like that. It was a little bit bigger, and it was tubey, and it kind of curved like a candy cane at the end. And I feel like I'm really stupid, maybe because maybe it's not something I know what it is, but it looks like a lighter. That's the best I can describe it. So anyways, what happens is I'm just watching him because I like to people watch apparently, and he goes around the parameter of the walk-in, well, it's not a walk-in freezer, sorry. He goes around the parameter of the, did I explain where I was standing? In the middle, those refrigerators that are in the middle of the aisles, and they have like just a whole bunch of like random stuff in them, like butter and cream cheese, and I think it changes, but yeah. And anyways, I watched him and he proceeded to start walking around it, the aisle freezer refrigerator, and he was going around the perimeter with it and like kind of going over the stuff with it with that little stick thing, the lighter. And so I was like, that's a little bit weird, and I just watched him like this. And then my brother came back, and anyways, we left the area, and then for some reason we came back. I think we were getting milk this time, and so it was kind of by that area, and he was still doing that, and he was still going around it. He hadn't finished yet, I guess. We hadn't given him enough time, and I was like, hey, Seth. That's my brother's name, Seth. I was like, hey, Seth, do you see that guy? And he's like, yeah, I noticed him earlier. What do you think he's doing? And we're like, I don't know. And so we're like, let's spy on him. He's probably doing something that he shouldn't be doing. And we're like, oh my gosh, what if he's poisoning the food? Because we've watched too many Criminal Minds and we think it's gotta be something like that. So, anyways, we're like, I don't know if he should be doing that. And we're like, okay, let's keep an eye on him. So we go up the aisle so you can't see him anymore, and then we kind of do this U-turn thing going around a different aisle, so we'll come back to the freezers or the refrigerators, and he's moved on to the main wall of cheese and meat, and he's doing the same thing with his little lighter device, and we're like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know if it's a job that we don't know about. Like, maybe he's checking the temperature, but it didn't look like he was even an employee because he was just wearing casual clothing. He wasn't wearing anything that would indicate that he was an employee. So anyways, we're watching him and we're just like, And so we're like, I wonder what he would do if an employee walked by. And so we're standing up the aisle from him, looking down on him, and right as we say that, an employee passes us. That's kind of, I think he was a manager or something, because I don't know, I just think he was. And he walks by, so this is the guy and this is the other guy, and he's walking by, and he gets here, and he gets like about right here, and the lighter man, I'm just gonna call him the lighter man puts it down to his side like he wasn't doing anything, because he's standing sideways, so he can, if you put it to his side, the guy that was passing him on his other side, couldn't see it, and he puts it down right as he's passing. And we're like, no way, no way. He totally did that on purpose. And so we were like, okay, I say like a lot. I just realized that. Anyways, sorry if I'm saying it too much for your taste. It just happens. It's a word that I use a lot because I'm a teenage girl. Anyways, rant done. And so we decided, we're like, I guess we should maybe tell an employee because it's kind of concerning and we don't know what he's doing. Like maybe he is doing something he shouldn't be doing, and just in case he's not doing something he's not supposed to be doing, we should just tell. It might be weird that we're telling, but it's better to be safe than sorry in my opinion. So we went up to the first employee that we saw and he was stocking bread or something. And we talked to him and it turns out he was an employee from a different company and he was just stocking the bread for that company. And so he's like, and so we're still up the aisle from the guy and he looks over and he's like, yeah, that does look a little suspicious. I think you should go tell someone. So we're like, we'll find someone. Mission accepted. So then we proceed to walk down the aisle and the same employee from before that passed the guy and then the guy put his lighter down anyways. We went and talked to him. We saw him because he was coming up the aisle and we're like, excuse me, sir, we just think this guy is doing something he's not supposed to be doing, and so we just wanted to inform you. And he's like, okay, I'll go check, maybe he's just doing a different job. And we're like, okay. And so then anyways, we're like, okay. And so we're still curious about what's gonna happen and we're still like, we're nosy. So we do a U-turn again so we can see what the guy is talking, if the guy's talking to him, if he's not doing something he should be doing. And anyways, we loop around and we watch and the guy's still doing it. He still is like all over the stuff, all over the packages, and we're like, I wonder if he really did ask him, number one, or, you know, like maybe he just thought we were dumb people and we should have known what the guy was doing in the first place because it's probably a job that we don't know about. We did our part in trying to save Walmart people. So if people are ending up dead, we tried to prevent that. We did with all our heart, just saying. So that's basically the end of the story. Oh, thoughts about it though. The employee walked up to the lighter guy and asked him, are you doing a different job that I don't know about, sir? And it would have been so easy for that guy to say, yes, I'm doing a job that I'm supposed to be doing, even though he wasn't, like, it just, I don't know. Anyways, if you share my frustration, or if you know what that guy was actually doing and if it was a job that he was supposed to be doing, comment that down below. Out to Amelia Torsak. She really helped me. She sent me a video on how to edit and that was really helpful. So thanks, Amelia. All the editing in the last video was due to her amazingness. So thanks a lot. Guys, guess what? I am finally 16 and it feels not at all different from being 15, surprisingly enough. So, woohoo!